Channel 4 News, Nightside, #1 in Southern California.
Good evening. Kimberly Bergalis, a woman from Florida who became a symbol for mandatory AIDS testing, died today. She was 23. Bergalis was the first person known to have contracted the disease from a healthcare worker, her dentist. And she turned that deadly misfortune into a national and often controversial crusade to protect others. Drew Levinson reports.
Kimberly Bergalis made her mark in Washington on September 26th. She was not only making the fight of her life, she was fighting for others. Drained by the AIDS virus, the frail 23-year-old from Florida faced members of Congress. From her wheelchair, this woman, now only 70 pounds, urged them to pass a law, forcing all healthcare workers to be tested for AIDS.
AIDS is a terrible disease which we must take seriously. I did nothing wrong, yet I'm being made to suffer like this. My life has been taken away. Please enact legislation so that no other patient or health care provider will have to go through the hell that I have.
America first got to know Kimberly in September of 1990. That's when she announced she had AIDS and claimed she contracted it from her dentist, David Ackert. Ackert died a year ago from the disease. As Kimberly waited to go to Washington, she became weaker and weaker. Her days were spent in bed. Her reason for living? The trip to Washington. For her, it was a mission, the mission. Kimberly finally made the 16-hour trip on board a train. It wasn't easy.
I'm tired and I'm weak, but I think I can make it.
And she did make it. Kimberly Bergalis said what she wanted to say. This young woman from Florida spoke to the world, and the world listened. Drew Levinson, NBC News.
Bergalis' mandatory testing proposal never made it out of the congressional committee, though her parents say they will keep her daughter's fight alive. The American Medical Association, on the other hand, always held that Bergalis was wrong to call for mandatory AIDS testing, calling it a simplistic answer to a complex problem.
It's very important for both healthcare workers and patients to understand that there's a window of time during which people carry the virus but test negative. So to give a very simplified reassurance that simply testing everybody is the answer is to give a false sense of security.
The AMA does recommend the use of gloves, masks, or other protective devices if there is a chance of patient-donor infection, patient-doctor infection, but all AMA recommendations involve no more than voluntary compliance. In the meantime, here there was a large AIDS benefit tonight at the Blue Whale, the big Pacific Design Center on Melrose in West Hollywood. Some 200 celebrities created designs on T-shirts to be auctioned off to help Northern Lights Alternatives, which helps people affected by the HIV. Pee Wee Herman, Milton Berle, Madonna, Kathleen Turner were among the many who contributed T-shirts and other items with one-of-a-kind designs. Among other things, Northern Lights runs Hernandez House, a place where people with HIV can get counseling and fellowship.
Former hostage Terry Anderson is staying in a hospital in Germany for the next few days. He says he's not quite ready to take control of his own life again. Bonnie Anderson has more.
Pretty good.
Terry Anderson says he feels good, but jokingly adds he's not quite in shape yet.
That's not your basic Olympic quality performance, right?
During his first hours of freedom, Terry says he felt he could take on the world, but time has taught him it's not that easy.
I thought I had made the adjustment before I even got out. I thought, you know, I'm a big, strong man. I'm in control here. And this really hadn't bothered me a bit. I'm tough. Well, found out it had a lot greater effect than I bargained for.
Part of his readjustment is simply slowing life down for a while. Terry says he plans to spend a few more days here relearning how to live in freedom.
Priorities you have to order about who you're supposed to call next and what you're supposed to do next and where was that damn list of telephone numbers and where am I supposed to keep a pencil in here so I can always remember where it's at, you know, in this pocket or in this pocket. They all get real confusing. I've forgotten the skills that just kind of getting through a normal day.
Part of adapting is learning about new gadgets invented since he was captured. A CD player has him stumped.
I got to move it around, you see, but I haven't actually got the sound out of it yet. So the next thing I'm going to do is read the instruction booklet.
There are no instructions for life, but for now, Terry says he'll only look forward.
You know, I don't think I'm going to have any nightmares, I hope. God willing. It's over, and I'm going to put it behind me.
On his agenda tonight, football. Armed Forces Television has changed their programming so that Terry can watch his favorite team, the Buffalo Bills, play the LA Raiders. In Wiesbaden, I'm Bonnie Anderson, Channel 4 News.
Another former hostage, Alan Steen, is finally home tonight after being delayed by a brief stay at a hospital in Detroit. The final leg of his journey was by limousine. He suffered a seizure unexpectedly yesterday, only minutes after landing in Michigan.
You know, I just wanted to get back home.
I really feel bad about sliding you people.
They can wait one more day.
Steen suffered brain damage when his captors kicked him in the head. Medication should control the seizures fairly well, according to his doctors, and his health is good overall, but he may suffer, we're told, from occasional blackouts for the rest of his life.
Libya still insists it will not give up two suspects wanted by the United States and Britain in the bombing of Pan Am Flight 103 over Scotland in 1988. Instead, the Libyan government says it will put them on trial and sentence them to death if they're found guilty. However, the Libyan foreign minister adds the government doesn't think they are guilty. Everything appears to be set for the second round of Middle East peace talks. The Israeli delegation arrived today in Washington. The meetings are scheduled to begin on Tuesday. Arab negotiators don't want to hold the talks Monday because that is the 4th anniversary of the West Bank uprising, and the Israelis agreed to wait. The second round had been scheduled to begin last week, but Israel held out, arguing it hadn't been given enough time to prepare.
Elsewhere overseas, 3 Soviet republics, Russia, Belarus, and Ukraine, formed their own political union today and declared that the USSR no longer exists as a political entity. Mikhail Gorbachev, the president of the USSR, was not invited to the political summit of the 3 Slavic states. He appeared on television in Ukraine today to make an apparently futile plea for his so-called Union of Sovereign States, a strong federation. What Russia's Boris Yeltsin and the other two republic leaders formed today is a loose confederation comprising of 3/4 of the population of the old Soviet Union. Wendy.
Coming up, another convenience store robbery turns into murder. The details are next. The clerk had a gun, and the police are asking whether that is why he might have died.
And on a much lighter note, we'll take you to one of Hollywood's biggest Hollywood parties in a long time. But first, here's Fred Rogan in the newsroom with a preview of the Sunday night sports. Fred.
All right, Bill and Wendy, thanks very much, folks. Get ready for a mystery. You asked for it. It's back, but what is it? It's a great day in football. We'll show it to you. Also show you the Lakers at the Forum, of course, an update on John Robinson. Plus, Raiders rode the roller coaster in their showdown with the Bills. Whitey Herzog and the Angels trade for a big-name player. We'll tell you about that. And all heck broke loose on the court. We will show you the basket brawl coming up on Sunday Night Sports, so stay up with us.
Monday at 4, only on the Channel 4 News. The Yellow Pages. Sure, other books may look like them, but
it doesn't mean that it's an official phone company directory.
The difference could cost you money. Plus, surgery without pain and without anesthesia. Dr. Dina Dale reveals whether your mind can block the pain. And kids, cute kids, in need of a home and some hope. Someone's trying to help.
So if we can do something for them, we're doing a good job.
Monday at 4, only on the Channel 4 News.
Tonight you're mine completely. You give your love so sweetly. Tonight the light of love is in your eyes. But will you love me tomorrow?
The Movado Museum Watch. The dial design chosen by the Museum of Modern Art for their permanent collection. The Black Sapphire Museum Watch. A futuristic interpretation of the classic. The Museum Watch. The Black Sapphire Museum Watch from Movado. Available at Bullock's.
For the man who's good at making a woman feel great, Pierre Cardin. Man's cologne.
Getting to know you The Geo Metro, it sips gas. It barely uses any.
My friends think my Metro is great because of the gas mileage that it gets.
All the money that I save on gas, I put away for a rainy day.
I feel really sorry for gas station attendants as I drive by.
The Metro gets more ways per gallon.
Getting to know you.
Surf's up.
Now's the time to get to know the Geo Metro XF5 right around the corner at your Chevrolet Geo dealers.
Parents of some local high school students are taking a stand against what they insist is escalating gang violence in their neighborhoods. A group of very upset parents met at Canyon Park tonight. They're planning to confront the school administration in the wake of Friday's stabbing of a 16-year-old student on campus.
We're all here because we're scared. We're scared that our kids are going to get killed.
The incident happened at Canyon High School. Parents say they will be on campus tomorrow morning wanting to know what school administrators plan to do about the problem. Many parents said they would keep their children at home until the school provides better security. Elsewhere locally, robbers on a crime spree killed a convenience store clerk today, wounded another person, and police killed one of the suspects. The storekeeper had tried to defend himself with a gun, but as Laurel Erickson reports, this time it didn't work out right.
This time, there were 3 armed gunmen, and when the merchant who fired the gun missed, there was no escape. The bullets flew. The clerk shot dead, his Latin co-worker shot in the back. Santa Monica police say they heard the gunshots inside the store as they arrived. One robber, they say, came out with money in one hand, a gun in another. A detective said the robber pointed the gun at an officer. The officer fired back, the suspect dead. 2 other suspects also escaped, one shot in the leg, another caught by a police dog. Detectives believe 2 women helped the trio on a midnight robbery spree, holding up 3 stores in Los Angeles, south of Santa Monica, then tackling the 7-Eleven on Santa Monica Boulevard and 16th Street. Convenience store robberies have grown so violent, so frequent, that some clerks arm themselves out of fear. Police say in this case, that was a mistake.
You could speculate that if in this situation the people gave them what the robbers wanted, the robbers wouldn't have resorted to shooting.
Detectives took note of tattoos on the dead suspect's body, but they would not say whether this was yet another gang-related crime. The wounded suspect was hospitalized. The store worker, shot in the back, was rushed to UCLA Medical Center in serious but stable condition. Laurel Erickson, Channel 4 News, Santa Monica.
LA City Councilman Mark Ridley Thomas says he will urge the council to offer a reward for the safe return of little Melanda Pillars. Police believe gang members may have kidnapped the boy for revenge, and they're going to have a composite drawing of the suspect or suspects tomorrow afternoon. Police say the kidnapper snatched the 3-year-old boy from his grandmother's arms on Friday night in front of their home in South Central Los Angeles. Officials say it may be a case of gang retaliation. Milan's mother testified in court against a gang member who is now behind bars. Police are asking the public for help to find the child. A rare Sunday session in the rape trial of William Kennedy Smith. Today he said he wants to testify in his own defense. Smith made the remark after going to church services. In the courtroom, a defense expert said the accuser's dress from the night of the alleged rape showed no signs of damage.
No tear, no abrasion, no separation. No grass stand, no blood stand, no soil stand.
Doctor, you are not of the opinion that because there is no tear or damage to the dress or bra that there was no rape or no struggle. You can't make that decision, can you?
No.
The court was in session because a judge wants the case over quickly. The jury could get the case by Friday. Bill.
It was 11 years ago today that former Beatle John Lennon was gunned down outside his apartment in New York City. And today, about 25 of his fans turned out to honor him at his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Lennon was shot by Mark David Chapman in 1980 after Lennon had given him an autograph. John Lennon was considered the guiding spirit of the Beatles. He delivered messages of peace, harmony, and love through his many lyrics.
Officials in Florida want to know who has been stealing documents on Jim Morrison, the late Doors singer. Dade County officials did some investigating this last month and found 43 documents and photographs missing from Morrison's legal records, showing his brushes with the law. They knew something was up when a bail bond sheet from Morrison's 1969 obscenity arrest was auctioned off in June for almost $16,000.
Christopher Nance is up next with the weather. He'll tell us if the rain will go away.
Not that anyone wants it to. And if you didn't make it up to the high country, we'll show you a little bit of this. Stay tuned.
For a pamphlet on the prevention and treatment of household injuries, send a self-addressed stamped envelope to Household Hazards, KNBC TV, Burbank, California, 91523.
We've been asked to do something that never had been done before. We were not only asked to invent technology, we were asked to invent the tools to create that technology. It would have been impossible if our team had not been working as equals. The way the B-2 was made and what it was made with will pioneer the way airplanes are made in the future. When that baby took off, all our lives changed, even yours. Northrop, we're setting our sights higher.
Shell presents a Charlie Brown Christmas story.
I'm worried, Linus. Christmas is coming, and I don't know what to get anyone. Charlie Brown, what you need is a gift everyone will like. That's it, a Charlie Brown Christmas videotape. But where do I get them, Linus?
Participating Shell stations are now offering a Charlie Brown Christmas while supplies last. Only $3.99 with an 8-gallon fill-up. Get yours today.
Merry Christmas, Charlie Brown.
If it were a painting, it would be a Botticelli. A sculpture, a Michelangelo. Italian gold jewelry, now at Ben Bridge. Created with passion for passion, with love for love. Italian gold jewelry, timeless beauty. Created by today's artists with the heritage of yesterday's masters. See the Italian gold jewelry collection at Ben Bridge Jeweler.
In Japan, where the luxury performance sedan has been revolutionized by Lexus and Infiniti, a new luxury performance sedan has just won Japan's highest honor. Introducing the new Diamante from Mitsubishi, Japan's car of the year. Diamante from Mitsubishi.
See the Diamante at your Southern California Mitsubishi Motors dealer.
It's wet out there. More rain falling throughout much of our area tonight. Most of it light rain and drizzle, making the roads very slick all around Southern California, so you need to be careful. Started last night, and it has continued on and off all day today. The rainfall amounts, unfortunately, have not amounted to very much, but enough to prompt a lot of people to get out their umbrellas anyway. And, of course, in parts of Southern California, any rain is welcome.
And the winter storm is dumping snow in the local mountains. It looks like Christmas in Frazier Park. These pictures were made overnight. People don't seem to mind the winter wonderland surprise, although snow has made driving there tricky. The big question tonight is, will the wet weather continue? And here's Christopher with the answer.
I have the answer. You know, we haven't had 3 days of continuous rainfall in such a long time. Yeah, and I said the next time we get that kind of rainfall, you'll see Elvis dancing on a street corner with Santa in Woodland Hills.
Don't get people excited.
Go to the tape. I'll show you exactly what I mean. There's Elvis. There's the street corner. There's Santa. He's dancing. Sound up, please. Only in Southern California can you find. I got you. You baited right into that one, Wendy. Yes, indeed. Elvis dancing on the street corner with Santa and his monkey and a small green person. Don't get me started. Have to dedicate this weather segment to my weather watchers. Robert in Glendora, Covina area say it is coming down. Also, it is raining. Started raining at 5:30. So says our weather watcher, Jeff, in Palm Desert. I say Palm Desert. Boy, that's a big phone bill. And in Gardena, of course, Regina called in saying it's raining there, and she loves Windy Takuta. Let's move on with the forecast. I'll talk a little bit about our numbers, please. 60 degrees for our high today, 51 for our low, 92 degrees our record high on this date in 1938. Right now it's 54. Barometer is rising, indicating that there is some high pressure, but I don't think it's going to push this low out of the way, so expect to see Elvis dancing in the rain showers for a little while longer. Relative humidity, 83%. Winds are out of the north at 7 miles an hour. And there's sunset and sunrise times and our normal information. Let's now check out our AccuWeather forecast, and I'll show you what else is happening. Here, catch this. Hold on to that for me. All right, you're seeing scattered thunderstorms moving across the Great Lakes region, generating some snow flurries, mainly in the northern tiered states, because once you get down to Illinois, it's pretty warm down there. They're seeing 60-degree highs. But down here in Texas, they're getting a lot of cool air rushing in behind this system, triggering lots of thunderstorms. They had highs today near the 80s, and with that cooler air, that generates the pulses for those thunderstorms and sends that surge of unstable air. Now, along the coast, here is our Alfred Hitchcock zoom. All right, you're getting a chance to see the thunderstorms and rain showers that are dominating the coastline. That means when you wake up tomorrow morning, you're going to get more wet streets. Give yourself some extra time for the morning commute, because this storm is not over. It's not a big storm, it's a wimpy storm, but my goodness, it's our storm. Now, let's check this out. This is what's going to happen around the rest of the country. Rain showers moving along the eastern seaboard. The Great Lakes will have lake effect snow. Strong winds pushing in behind this system, dropping the temperatures rapidly. Only exception is the southeast. Are going to continue to see 70 and 80-degree temperatures, while we're looking at mild temperatures in the Rockies and in the Four Corner states, and not too bad numbers here in Southern California with this low still pushing in. We've got another surge that we're looking to the north for. Let's check out the West Coast graphic. I'll show you what's going on. We have high pressure generating a Santa Ana effect, so we have high wind warnings in the mountains, the canyons, the passes, and this low pressure system is generating cloudy skies, windy conditions, chilly temperatures, and sprinkles throughout Southern California. Hopefully this low will open up the back door for this system to the north of us to drop in behind it and give us more rain showers later on. Let's put the maps into motion and see what's shaping up. Here's the high pressure clearing clouds. Here's the low pressure pushing clouds in, and here's this system so far to the north, but later on this week it may drop down and join us. As far as our air quality, it is good everywhere. That means green, breathe deeply. A lot of moisture in the air is cleansing the skies. Southern California numbers look like this. You're going to continue to see chilly temperatures in the inland areas, chilly temperatures in the inland areas, chilly temperatures in the inland areas, chilly temperatures in the inland areas. 37 degrees in Victorville. Quit laughing, Wendy. I'm suffering out here. And 38 degrees for Newhall. We're also seeing 49, thank you. 49 will be the low for Santa Barbara. 67 will be their high for tomorrow. And here's the forecast for tonight. Windy with showers. Windy again tomorrow with showers. Morning commute will be hazardous. Give yourself some extra time. Here's your 5-day. Getting a chance to see that it's going to be cool. Also stormy conditions again Thursday. Keep your fingers crossed. This low will stay with us through Tuesday, so a chance of rain showers on and off. Can't say when, but just be prepared. It's going to be cooler than normal, and it's going to be moist. And that's good news. See you folks tomorrow today in L.A., 6 o'clock.
I hope we get a lot of rain out of it.
I'll be begging.
I like that vertigo effect, too, Christopher.
Thank you.
It was very good.
My pleasure.
It's very good. May be rainy and cloudy, but the stars are out anyway tonight. We're going to take you to the premiere party for Steven Spielberg's Hook when we come back.
Get ready for the ski season of a lifetime at the 12th Annual Winterfest Ski Spectacular, Anaheim Convention Center, Thursday, December 12th through Sunday, December 15th.
It is the 90s, so when he asked me what I wanted, I told him.
Fine jewelry, and it's all 55 to 65% off at Golden Gems, Montgomery Ward. Brilliant quarter-carat diamond earrings, dazzling 12-carat blue topaz rings or pendants, 14-carat gold chains, even these half-carat diamond solitaires. Over 1,000 items on sale, and no payment until 1993.
I'm gonna love the 90s.
All fine jewelry on sale, plus holiday bonus dollars at Golden Gems, Montgomery Ward.
So I'm doing my sound check.
Hello, hello, hello.
And I hear this woman's voice.
Crunch that last chord. I'll show you.
She grabbed the guitar.
And then she started rocking. No, I mean rocking.
You're pretty good. Not.
Someone that hot deserves something this cold. Suddenly, I remember this was a bud spot.
I like your style.
Action is hotter. The stakes are higher.
Enjoy your trip.
And the effects are twice as dangerous. Brian Brown.
Kimball, corner pocket.
Brian Dennehy. FX2, The Deadly Art of Illusion. Rated PG-13. Now available from Orion Home Video. Bill and Ted are dead.
No way!
Yes way. Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. Rated PG. Their most excellent adventure yet. Coming January 9th from Orion Home Video.
Hey, Southern California, in the last 12 months, you made the Norm Reeves Honda Superstore break all records in retail Honda sales. Now, the factory wants to see if the Superstore can get even bigger. They've sent them hundreds of extra Hondas, along with one simple challenge. This month, sell them fast. And they will, with their price protection guarantee. which gives you a low price on your new Honda, guaranteed. Super prices, super selection. The Norm Reeves Honda Superstore in the Cerritos Auto Square.
Well, there will be something new in the Tournament of Roses parade after this January, when is it, January 1st?
Yes, January 1st.
Well, there's something new, and we'd like to take a picture of it, so can we do that? Here it is.
There you go.
It's a man in a basket. This is that was actually an electric float. It was all battery powered. It cost $150,000, run by Southern California Edison. Says that shareholders, not the customers, are paying for it. And it will be covered with flowers by the time January 1st rolls around. And should be the quietest float in the parade because it's electric powered and efficient and quiet.
That's right. A lot of flowers, too, on
Yes.
that float. Yes. Finally tonight, very big premiere party in Culver City for Steven Spielberg's new movie, Hook. It is a gala star-studded tent party at MGM, a tent transformed into Never Never Land. Because in the new movie, of course, Peter Pan returns to Never Never Land to save his own children from Captain Hook. Tonight's guest list reads like a who's who in Hollywood. Robin Williams, of course, who plays Peter Pan, looking very boyish this evening. Dustin Hoffman, who plays the title role of Captain Hook. The film opens Wednesday at 3 local theaters, and its producers are hoping it is a big box office smash because it was a very expensive movie to make. David Sheehan will have a preview tomorrow on the news at 5 and 11. And also at 5 tomorrow, David will have interviews with both Mr. Hoffman and Robin Williams. One report said that Hook cost as much as $74 million to make, but no one is saying for sure. Anyway, that is the news half of our Sunday night hour.
Sunday Night Sports is next, and here's Fred with a preview.
This is Fred Rogan. Next on Sunday Night Sports, you asked for it, so you're going to get it. The question, what is it? And what is up with Rams coach John Robinson? We'll update his plight. One NFL coach so excited today, he went after his own player and tackled him, and he's always been the player of the future. But this man's future is now. The Angels acquired him today. Sunday Night Sports coming up next.
At Marie Callender's, there's a reason why Jenny's pizza, slice, and dessert. Dad's spicy chili, fresh-baked cornbread and tea. Brian's chicken fingers, fries, Pepsi, and dessert. Mom's grilled lemon chicken, rice pilaf, and Diet Pepsi cost less than $19. At Marie Callender's, you're the reason a family of 4 can dine for under $19. Marie Callender's, all the favorites and more.
Getting to know you.
Now that I have the Storm, my friends love it. They think it's spunky, it's fun.
The Storm does get good gas mileage.
It's quick. It's responsive.
Sophisticated, affordable.
We both get a lot of looks. It makes me feel really good knowing I have a driver's side airbag. Runs like a dream. What more could you ask for?
Getting to know
You should test drive one.
Get to know Geo Storm right around the corner at your Chevrolet Geo dealers.
If it were a painting, it would be a Botticelli. A sculpture, a Michelangelo. Italian gold jewelry. Now at Ben Bridge. Created with passion for passion. With love for love. Italian gold jewelry. Timeless beauty. Created by today's artists with the heritage of yesterday's masters. See the Italian gold jewelry collection at Ben Bridge Jeweler.
We've always wanted one.
Come on, the car's ready. Come on.
I try to tell my customers that it can really make a difference how you pay for something.
How would you like to pay for
For instance, their purchase will get extra protection with the Citibank MasterCard. I mean, after all, who knows what could happen? What if the item should accidentally break? Well, Citibank has a program that will replace it for free. Personally, that's why I always shop with a Citibank card.
Not just MasterCard, Citibank MasterCard.